Good morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here, and we're up against the Lionesses. So, is there anyone on? Is there going to be anyone on? Well, we'll find out later. Hopefully if you've just tuned in and you didn't realise the Lionesses were on, you're not going to leave us and go and watch them now. But anyway, so it might be limited numbers today, but we've got 3 cracking little cooks, all based around chicken. Well, in fact there's 4 or 5 cooks because I've got some extras, but we'll write those up, but we won't. Well, we will cover them a bit. So, yeah, it's been a couple of weeks we've been away. We've been up to Scotland. We were installing a big for space for a customer up there, and then messing around water skiing with our friends up there, which was superb. And played some golf yesterday with one of my customers from just down the road, but we went up to Sheringham. Brilliant day. But yeah, let's crack on with these cooks. So, Helena's just coming in and out. Definitely not prepped today, I'll show you in a minute. So there's definitely no typing because she just realised she sat down and there's no keyboard. No doubt the battery's flat. Anyway, let's grab this. On camera.
Morning.
Sunny-ish.
Yeah.
It was sunny earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not anymore. Andrea. So,
morning everyone.
yeah, right, over at the bar, we've kicked them back outside. We've got Mama and Helena. So Helena will be typing. Mama will be drinking, and today it is a
Lemon gin.
lemon gin. So a Bombay Sapphire Mediterranean lemon gin and tonic.
Yeah.
Mama doesn't like gin and tonic, but what do you think?
I do now.
Oh, you do now?
Well, no, I do.
Okay, but you
Yes.
prefer other things. Yeah. Anyway, right, let's pass you back. So, you might have seen Cheeky Charlie. Charlie Oven from the Cheeky Charlie Cooking Company. We are now resellers of these. So I thought I'd give it a crack. Love the colour. There are 10, 11 different colours. So you don't have to go as garish as this, but this suits me. It's yeah, I love it. Gorgeous. But it's a charcoal oven. So lots of space in there. We've got charcoal at the bottom. We've got 3 layers on ours at the moment. But you can put extra layers in, you can take layers out. So it comes with 2. I've added a couple of extras. And it works very much like the Big Green Egg, where you've got a vent controlled at the bottom, vent at the top, and you just let the right amount of air in there to do the temperature. So anyway, we'll come back to what's in there in a minute. Perfect. Right, Andrea, let's go and make some stuff. First of all, I need to just put some chicken. I'm going to do an Asian sweet and sticky chicken thigh recipe. So I'm going to get the thighs on because we're going to baste them as they go, because being a sticky marinade with lots of sugar in it, I don't want to burn it. So I just want to get some thighs on. So this egg, what are you laughing at?
Stop coming back with a keypad again.
What's she done? Had to change the batteries now.
Yep.
Oh, she's having a mare. On this one, I've got it set around 200 degrees. If you look inside, I've got half direct and half indirect. So I'm going to start these direct. So on this side, straight above the charcoal, I'm going to put 4 in, 1 each. We're going to start these direct, and if they get going a bit too fast, I can move them over and then do them indirect, and it gives me options then. So that I've set it up with the half baking stone at the bottom and the expander in there. So that's going to go in. We're going to make a dressing for those, so let's do that. Or not a dressing, a barbecue sauce almost. So over here I've got a whole heap of ingredients. So couple of teaspoons, couple of cloves of garlic. It's going to be one of those days. Couple of cloves of garlic. We are going to put in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons, and this is agave, but you could use honey. I'm just running out of honey, so I'm using agave, which is, you know, sweet and sticky, sugary. We'll pop that in there. 2 tablespoons of that. We're going to put in the juice of a lime to break that down a bit, but also give it a bit of nice acidic. Juice of a lime. And then I've got, and you could just use chili and garlic paste, make some, or you can buy this stuff, it's great. So I'm going to put in a good couple of dollops, 2 teaspoons, a bit more of that. You get that any Asian supermarket. It's lovely stuff. So I'm going to whiz those together. Now I've got in here, if I want to loosen it, I've got some water, but I think this is going to be thin enough. So we're just going to mix that up, and this will become our barbecue sauce for those. So it's got sweet, sour, you could add to it some ginger, you could add to it some lemongrass if you wanted, but I'm just doing this sticky, and that will become our baste. So once these have cooked a little bit, we'll start basting that on. So I'll pop that over there. First recipe done. How easy is that? I've got a big red chilli and some sesame seeds. We'll add those at the end to spruce it up a bit. So I'll put those, remind me to do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I'll get rid of those. Don't think I need the water this time. Right, so that is the first recipe. Chicken thighs with a sweet and sticky Asian marinade. Now I'm going to do another Asian recipe. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. What, am I looking confused? I am looking confused. Oh, question. Yeah.
So, what's a good trick to keep pork ribs cooked already moist on a grill?
Probably, yeah. I mean, when you cook pork, so the question was, if you didn't hear Helena because she's quite a way away and it's windy, what's a good tip to keep pork ribs moist when they're already cooked and put them on a grill? When you cook pork ribs, you tend to do a 3-2-1 or a combination of that. So unwrapped, wrapped with a bit of juice, unwrapped at the end. The unwrapped at the end is when you put the barbecue sauce on. So what I would do is not barbecue sauce them until you're almost ready to use them. Sit them on, raise them up or take them indirect, but you could wrap them a little bit with a bit, spritz them and wrap them so they don't dry out, but don't wrap them too tightly. You want the moisture to come away a bit. If you wrap them too tightly, they'll just steam to death and they'll fall apart. So you do, spritz them a little bit, and then when you're ready to eat them, put the barbecue sauce on. Give them 10 minutes. Then I think that's probably the best way. But they are tricky to keep warm like that. How many have we got on? Who have we got on? Let's go. Who've we got?
So Scary Prowler is cooking buffalo wings shortly, and then jerk chicken tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
But
well, you'll like the second part of this then.
Charlie Charcoal Oven have joined.
Morning, Charlie Charcoal. Morning, Tara and Neil.
Lucy Mackay's joined.
Morning, Lucy, up in Rutland.
Franco is doing chicken tikka and a naan recipe today.
Morning, Franco.
Morning, Franco.
Are you in the country?
Lawrence Guy, who's a private chef, was the guy that asked the question.
Oh, morning, Lawrence. Nice to have you on.
Krishna and Sylvia Newman Garden Design.
Oh, Sylvia over in just over here.
Yeah.
Just up the road.
Fen Drayton or something like
that. Fen Drayton.
Yep. Shababs Birmingham, Malloy's Meat.
Morning, Malloy's.
Jim the Sykes.
Mike, it was great to see. By the way, if you're after incredible beef, go and see Malloy's. They've just opened a new farm shop up at Ely, near Ely. So if you're ever in the area, go there. It's Ben's Farm Shop, isn't it called?
Ben's Yard or something.
Ben's Yard or something like that. But his beef. Oh, we got some of Mike's ribeyes the other week. The marbling on them, the flavour. Helena did say it was the best steak she's ever had. I think I did all right there.
Yeah.
We shared them with Mike and Sarah, our friends from Scotland.
Bernie G was on.
Morning,
Mark from Smoked Fine Food.
Morning, Mark.
CK Smokes.
Wow. Oh, loads. Right, we need to crack on.
Colin Miles jumped on
What,
quickly.
Colin's not watching the football?
Oh, that's what he said. Are you showing the football?
Are we showing the football? Yeah, you should. Anyone can update us with the score,
Yeah, that would be
or not.
appreciated,
No,
yes.
maybe not, because some people might not want to see the score if they're watching. Anyway, you'd have thought they'd watch that over us, but anyway. Right, perfect. Right, let's crack on.
Bernie Skillen is from Belfast.
Morning, Bernie.
Morning, Anita. So Mrs. Pitmaster Pedro's just joined.
Morning, Mrs. Pitmaster Pedro. We'll see you at Sizzlefest, hopefully, again. Right, in here, though, we've just got those chicken thighs. They're going to take about 20 minutes. I've just flipped one over just to check, but they're cooking nicely. 200 degrees, so we just want to crisp them up. I'll flip them over, we'll crisp up the skin, and then we'll start basting them. So that is our sticky Asian. Now we're going to do a savoury Asian kebabs. So I'm going to put them on. I've got some already ready, so I'm going to put them on because I want to cook before the end. So we'll go over here, Andrea. In fact, I'm going to skewer one more. I'm losing it today. Lots of people ask us about the tandoor ring and say, my chicken falls off. They've got little squidges in them, if that's a word, indentations to hold the chicken. But the trick is that when you put a piece of chicken on, this is what we're going to make in a minute, to put the skewer through and then wiggle it through.
Like zigzag it.
Zigzag it through the chicken. So if you're using breasts, you might only be able to do that a couple of times, but then it won't come off as it slides down, but it won't come off when it cooks because it will firm up and it won't fall off. So I just zigzag it through. You can guarantee now today, since I've marinated all this, it's got it lovely and tender, that it'll all fall off. And anyway, no, it never falls off for us. So the trick is just zigzag it through the chicken. So I'm using chicken thighs here. I'll show you in a second what we're going to do with them. So I've got 3 chicken thighs, I've got 3 skewers. Lovely. I'll take that over. Right, Andrea. I am just going to rinse my hand quickly,
Okay.
and then I'll be back. Right. So, this egg, slightly over 200. I want it 225, so I've adjusted the temp to do that. And what we're going to do, it's slightly low, but I'm going to take the top off and put the tandoor ring on. So let's get rid of this. Take the top off. If you've got an egg, it's a good idea every month or so just to take it off so it stays loose, that you don't weld it on. And then we're going to put the tandoor ring on the top, and we're going to lower these skewers and use it like a tandoor oven. So these ones are going to go through, and these are Asian style skewers, but we're cooking them like we would in a tandoor. So I can just pop those through the top, hang them down, and they're going to take about 20 minutes to cook. So what I need to do is show you how I made those. So we'll go back.
Okay.
Just wipe this board. It's alright, it's going to have chicken all over it in a minute. So we're fine. Right, you've seen me do this before, but I'm going to show you how to debone a chicken thigh, because they're double the price if you get the butcher to do it. So just pull the skin off, and it should come off in one piece, like that, he says. If you get any extra, just trim it. And then with a filleting knife, so one of these, they're like bendy, pointy, there's a bone in here, the thigh. There should be a bit that's at the edge and a bit that's almost in the middle of the meat. If you put the middle of the meat up and then just score down either side of that, you should then be able to put your knife underneath that bone, push down, and you've released the top of it, and then you can just scrape down with your knife. So you have your knife flat, not that way, but flat. You're scraping down the bone, and then you just have that sinew bit at the edge that you can just chop off, and you'll end up with a bone that's out the way and a piece of chicken.
Sorry,
Yeah, there's a wasp buzzing around, Andrea. So
you probably just saw nothing there.
Yeah. So I'll do one more, and then I'm just going to cut them into 3. So just slice them into 3. I've already done some because you don't need to see me do thousands of these. So I'll pop those in the bowl. I'll do one more. So again, skin off, turn it over. If you've got a little bit left, just trim that fatty bit off. I'm going to show you some of them with those in a sec. Bone at the edge, bone in the middle. Just pop your knife down either side. Keep your fingers well away, and then underneath, loosen the top, and then just scrape down. Take the
It looks so easy.
Yeah,
it
is.
So easy.
and then you can just cut that into 3, into strips. Now those strips are what we're going to make our kebabs out of. So I'm going to make what I've just made over there. Right, so in here, already grated, chopped up, I have about a tablespoon of ginger, which I grated earlier. I've got 2 cloves of garlic, so they can go in. We're going to put in a teaspoon of, and only a teaspoon of sesame oil, but the flavour's incredible. So about a teaspoon of sesame oil going in. We're going to put in some chili sauce. I'm using sriracha. You could use normal chilies. So we'll go in with a tablespoon and a bit.
Standard measuring.
Yeah. Runny honey, 2 tablespoons. If it will run, if 2 tablespoons will run out of here, it's like lumpy, this honey. I might have to pretend. It's getting there. Just have to be patient. Remind me to put new honey on the shopping list. Here we go. There we go. Great sounds. Runny honey, runny-ish. And then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. There we go. That's all in there, and then you can just squidge it together. So I'm going to do this. What you want to do is bring this all together and then leave it to marinate for a few hours. So I made the other one early this morning. We're going to leave that to marinate, and that's what we've got hanging off our skewers behind us. So I'll put that out of the way. I'm going to wash my hands. So do you want to go over and see if there's any questions or comments? Or
Well, sad news. Phil and his grill can't cook for a couple of weeks.
Oh.
He's having his garden refurbed. So,
Oh, lovely.
so it's going to have.
I did see your comment yesterday, Phil, and I will answer.
Did you hear that, Phil? Nick did say he'll answer your question. No, I don't think we've got any other questions at the moment. Someone did say,
So let's flip those over.
are we getting ready for the big green eggs to coordinate with Charlie? And I said,
No, we love the big green eggs, but we also love Charlie. Really love Charlie. This is only my 3rd cook. They've been we did a lovely piece of pork with potato roasties underneath and some roast veg, and it just sort of sits there at temperature. I mean, if you looked at that temperature gauge, it's at 190, 200, 180, exactly 180. So, and that's just by adjusting the air. It's just like the egg. The more air you let through, the hotter it gets. Now, the Charlie company tell you to bring it up to almost the temperature you want, and then just shut these both to 1 inch. I've found you do need to tweak them a little bit to get the temperature you want. But yeah, I'm smoking Mama out over there. Right, so let's take that out of the way. So that is, we've got our sticky Asian chicken. We've made our sauce to baste it with. On this one, we've made another Asian sauce for our kebabs. Over here, and I haven't shown you what we've got in it. Let's show you what we've got in it, because I might need to do some turning and stuff. So, in our Charlie, I'm going to get an oven glove. I have on the bottom shelf. It doesn't have like the convector on the egg. So to get indirect, you just go a little bit higher. So in here we've got some sweet potatoes, which are going nice and gooey because the juice from the chicken's dropping onto them. So hopefully, maybe I should have started those a bit earlier. But anyway, we've got that. We've got on this rack a jerk, and I've just done a spatchcock chicken, spatchcocked it this morning, and I've got a jerk marinade all over it. It sat in the marinade for a while, so we've got that. And then I've got a little rack at the top, because all those chicken skins I took off, I've now welded to the pan. No, got a slightly old non-stick pan.
Oh God, I've got to clean that later.
But what we've got, lovely. I thought, why waste those chicken skins? So just chuck them in a pan, and you can just crisp them up. And these will then crumple over some of our kebabs. So chuck those back at the top. There are 10 sliders, but you can go in between. So there are 19 different heights you can use. So let's get that shut. That chicken's cooking away nicely. It should be ready around 12ish, but we'll see. Right, Helena's worrying and smoking Mama out. I'm going to go indirect. So I've just turned these, let's get some, just starting to crisp up that skin nicely. So I'm going to take them indirect over here. I'm going to turn it down in a minute. Sorry Mama,
No,
smoking you up.
fine.
Just turn it down a little at the bottom. And let's get some marinade on there. Now this is better done indirect. this is really sticky. You're going to have to do this a few times, but it should look incredible. And the other thing you could do, and we did with some potatoes in the week, is use a similar sort of sauce, add a little bit of water, chuck it in a cast iron skillet. Right, it should smoke a bit less now.
So someone's just asked, what
Yeah.
smoking wood do you have on the Charlie?
I haven't got any smoking wood in the Charlie at the moment.
It's all charcoal.
Yeah, it's all charcoal. It's run at charcoal at the bottom. So it's just like the egg. It's a charcoal. I've just created a small pile of charcoal at the bottom, put one firelighter in, lit it, and it was up at 180 in about 15 minutes. So very similar sort of time frame to these. Exactly same temperature control. But yeah, it's just charcoal. It's just big green egg charcoal at the moment. I used it with some. We tried out some. Oh, what's that other charcoal I had this week? Glow Baltic. Really liked it. Right, over here, Andrea. So that we made that jerk marinade. So who was making the jerk? Oh. Anyway, whoever was making the jerk, this is our jerk. Now I like my jerk to have oranges in it. So this is my jerk recipe that's got oranges in it. So we've got 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to chuck everything into the Thermix. So 2 tablespoons of sugar, a tablespoon of grated ginger. So sugar, ginger. In here we've got a teaspoon of thyme, teaspoon of allspice, teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of grated nutmeg, which I grated earlier. So they're all in. A little bit of salt and pepper. Don't go mad with the salt. So that's our dry ingredients. Our veg, I'm going to put half a red onion in there. If you haven't got, I normally use 1 small red onion, but I didn't have a small one, so I've just put half a big one in. I've got 4, normally it's 4, these were really chunky, so I've gone for 3 spring onions. They can just go in. Normally I'd put Scotch bonnet in, but Tesco's didn't have any last night, so we're just going to use a sauce. So about that much. And then our wet ingredients, we've got soy sauce, 60 millilitres, or 4 tablespoons. Same of white wine vinegar. So that gives it that zing in there. I'm going to put half a lemon, juice of half a lemon in.
Except that's a lime.
A lime, sorry, thank you, Andrea.
You're welcome.
Orange, juice of a
definitely
whole
lime.
orange. This is Jaffa because it's got no seeds, which means you just squeeze it in. Although the one earlier did have seeds in it. Anyway, right. That's all going in, and that's it. That is our jerk marinade. So stick the lid on, turn it up. Done. Wash my hands. And there's our jerk sauce.
Ooh, lovely.
Smell that, Andrea.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, right, nice and spicy. So what we could do is pour that over some chicken thighs. So I've kept one back just to show you a technique. Jerk actually means the process of skewering, putting holes in it. So what you need to do, if it was the chicken or the thighs, just use a skewer and put the holes in there, because that will let the jerk seasoning go through the skin, go into the chicken. So the more holes you put in, the more it's going to marinate it. And that's what jerking a chicken is, to put the holes in it.
New.
There you go.
Didn't know that.
There you go. Right. So we've got our jerk chicken marinade. So we could get some more thighs, put them in a bag, let them marinate, do all of that. I need a drink.
Okay.
So any questions, Helena? Right, let's have a look at and we'll base some of these. So look at these, and they're getting off.
Lucy said she's in Rock cooking
Ah.
on the big green egg with Rob Kingston.
Oh, I'm deeply jealous, Lucy, in Rock. It's an egg I've supplied for one of their friends down there.
And Ben,
Ah,
is in.
I'll tell you what, a Charlie would look good down in rock.
Ben Slater's on.
Morning, Ben.
He's,
Are you harvesting?
he is. He's listening on his combine.
Morning, Ben. I'm glad you're out there doing the work. Hopefully it won't rain so you can get it all done. Look at that, got nearly all of our sticky marinade on there. Right, chicken needs to be at least 74 degrees. Everybody knows that now. Use your thermopen, get in there. We're only at 60. You can take it a little bit more, but those need to be 74 degrees. Same with our skewers. So that's got a bit warm. We turn it down. When you put the tandoor ring on, because it's fixed at the top, you need to control the temperature with the bottom. So I'm up at 250. That will be absolutely fine. Yeah. The chicken thighs are about 200. This ideally be 230. I've just walked away, but what you can see is they're 63. They're getting some gnarly bits. So
And all the chicken is still on the skewer.
all the chicken is still on the skewer. So ideally, what you want to do is spin them around. I'm trying to do this cack-handed, left-handed, and cack-handed.
Rude.
Andrea is left-handed. So let's just spin that one round, and we'll spin that one round. They're going to be like 2 or 3 minutes. So let's have a little look over here. Now, I don't know why I've taken that glove off to put a new one on from over here. Let's have a look at how our chicken is getting on. Hopefully this is going to be done in time. That one's run out of batteries. That is the first time I've ever run out of thermopen. Now I've got 3 out here. So we're not quite there yet. 54, so we need to leave those going. And these will just starting to soften. I should have started them earlier. Oh well. Oh, probably take out my crispy chicken skin now. Is that rain, Andrea?
Oh my goodness, you're kidding me.
So, take the chicken skin out. Just going to push it all to one end and then tilt the pan so all the fat runs away. Let's get Charlie shut.
Goodness sake.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Blooming hell, peoples.
Keep that out of the way. So, what else can I talk about? They're nearly done. They're nearly done. That's not nearly done. Look at that, the roof's shut, it's raining. That's fine.
Oh yeah. Hilarious.
Don't want to jump or anything.
Look at those. See if I can get a bit more stickiness on them. Could make a bit more, couldn't I? But they're going to be lush. Now, obviously, you could have done these all on one egg, or these could have gone in the Charlie as well. There's plenty of space in there, but I wanted to keep some of this egg based. Right. Okay. Martin's joined. Why is he not watching the football? Well, he's got it. I bet he's got it on at the same time.
I wonder if how was his fishing trip?
Yeah, how was your fishing trip? Did you catch any of those huge halibut? If you follow Martin, he goes up to North Norway fishing, and the halibut he catches are like from the floor up here. They're enormous. So he's just come back. Right. Yeah.
I'd like some white bait, please.
Right, mate. I've got some of that in the fridge, in the freezer. Oh dear, Andrew. Right, let's have a look at these.
And maybe some fish fingers.
Fish fingers. Oh, here we go. Oh, I picked up the one with the without the battery.
Give me that. Give me that.
Stick that away, Andrew.
Over
Where
there.
have I put the other one there? Take that one away.
I'm going to-
So what we at? 68. So we need 74 on those. I'm going to serve some of this a little bit early. Oh, that's nearly done. And show you what we're going to do with it. Ooh, that's me. Not really good with these gloves. There you go. Oh,
Oh, for God's sake.
let's go
really?
inside, Andrew.
Let's go.
Right.
Not at
So
it.
let's
Right.
get. I'm going to clean this board down. Oh, they're coming in. Jeez.
Well, it is actually
It is chucking
quite
it down.
piddling it down.
How's that happen? Somebody else commented this morning it was raining, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Sorry, Mum, I've abandoned you.
No.
Right.
Bless her.
So
She's got a drink though, so all is well.
I've got some more some more spring onions that we're going to use to make our dishes look pretty. So let's pop that on the tray. So I'm just going to slice them thinly. Thank you to all of you who bought the haul knife sharpeners. I think, did you say? Hang on a sec. Can't talk and chop.
What are you trying to say?
No, who bought one and what do you think of it?
Oh, okay.
So Mark up in Newcastle fed back. He loves it. Well, he'd tell you himself, I think. But yeah, lovely. Makes your knife super sharp. Left mine inside, so we've got some of those. We're going to get some red chilli ready to garnish.
So just so you know, Martin did catch a lot of fish, but they all went back barbed wire. They made it into a fish and tomato curry.
I bet it was epic. I've had a day fishing with Martin and it was so good, so good. Need to do it again. Right, got those ready. I'm going to take the skewers out. I'm going to dress them, but then I'll put them back in and finish cooking them. Just in the. Oh no, we've got a few minutes, so I've just whizzed through. Right, the other thing I've made for today is a mango salsa. So we had a mango that was very ripe, hence it's quite mushy. But into that I've put a mango, I've put half a red onion, I've got some coriander, some chilli, garlic, salt and pepper, and the juice of half a lime, and that is now mango salsa. So that is going to go with our jerk chicken. And also those sweet potatoes, what I'm going to do is split those in half. We're going to put some sour cream and some chipotle paste with them, and then put over, well, you could put over either spring onions or chives or anything like that. I'm going to use spring onions today because I've got them. So let's get some of these things and start. I think these should be done. Put my thermopen down again. Need my apron on with a pocket. Right. Oh no, that needs a little bit more. I know. No, we're good. Another minute.
Okay.
So I'll bring that over, get that on the end.
Lost.
Yeah,
We're back.
we're back.
So Mark says
Yeah,
the haul is great. It's his third sharpening system, easiest to use, easily used regularly. A definite yes. So it's a
There you
thumbs
go.
up from Mark.
Mark loves his haul. That's great news. They're done nicely. So they're over 74. I'll leave the last one in because that's just a little bit behind. So with these, I'm going to put a little bit of spring onion on them. And a few sesame seeds. So that's one dish. Let's see if we've got some of our thighs ready. Our sweet and sticky thighs. Almost. Might take them out and photograph them. I'll put it back in a minute. These are at, excuse me, 70. Just need to go a tiny bit more, but oh hello. Didn't see that. Just dropped it. Let's grab that one. We'll leave the other two cooking. We'll put these back in a minute, but we'll get some photos for the end. Lovely. What I'm going to do is get this chicken out and cut it in half. Now you'll be able to see it's not quite done.
So is the haul to the pro?
Now the pro is really for commercial kitchens. If you're at home, you don't necessarily need the pro version. It just sharpens knives faster. It's got a motor. It's got a gearbox in it that basically spins the disc on the end 3 times for every rotation of the device, whereas the other one is 1 time. Just speeds up the process. So no, you don't need the pro necessarily. I mean, if you want it, why not? But I
love this name, Boppity Bopper.
oh, boppity bop.
That's a great Instagram name.
Right, let's see how our chicken's getting on and our sweet potatoes. I thought they would cook faster. They cooked so fast the other day. I put them in late. Right. Oh no, perfect. 2 of them are perfect. All right, I'm going to take those over. Sorry, Andrea. Keep you on your toes. Stay where you are. That is done. And then we'll come back for the chicken in a second. Let's just check out how we do it and get those ready. So again, chicken 74 or 50 something. So it'll need a little bit more, but I'll take a photo afterwards. You'll get the idea. So let's do these. Do these 2. We'll pop them up there. Cut them open. These. Could you go and grab me some chives from the fridge? Oh, I could use spring onion. No, go on, chives would be lovely. So take your sweet potatoes, slice them open. Oh, cool, they're cooked and hot. That's what you want to do. Cook these open. Now, just wash the skin so you can eat them straight in from the skin. Keep them in the skin. I'm going to go on with some sour cream. Love these. This will just give it a bit of zing. Bit of sour cream. We want some. Where's my chipotle? There. Let's get another spoon. It's another little one. Yeah. Now, be careful with this stuff. What you want is a few little dollops in there. 2 or 3 little dollops. It's delicious. Chipotle sauce. We need some chives. Oh, there is a pack open somewhere, but we'll open that one. Get a few. Get those chives on there and get all over your few little
Yummy.
bits of. There's 2 more in there, so we've got 1 each, but we'll get a couple of photos of these. Get these up on the board, and I'll get a photo of the chicken afterwards, but you've seen the technique we've used. That doesn't look too bad. Let me just wipe my hands. Now we're going to be doing lots of Charlie cooks, and we'll post the results. But if you want to buy a Charlie, give me a shout. They're on the website, but do give me a shout and we can talk you through it. There's all the different colours, lots of options. I just need to spend more time. So we have, you can just see this bit running, that's all right. We've got some Asian kebabs, not sweet and sticky, but those are going to be good. You could put them with a satay or peanut sauce, but Andrea hates peanuts.
Yeah, no,
So I didn't do
allowed.
it. We've got some
Chipotle. Franco, just saying.
Chipotle, yeah, Franco doesn't like peanuts either. Some chipotle and sour cream, sweet potatoes with chives over the top, and then we've got some sweet and sticky thighs, sweet and sticky Asian thighs, which should be absolutely gorgeous. And then in the Charlie, and we'll get the photos later, we've got our jerk chicken. Now you could have portioned that up into bits, but we've chosen to do it whole and spatchcock. So there you go. Any questions, Helena?
I don't think so. It's just
Anything I can add before we let you go to the lionesses? We're a bit early, but I don't want to stand around yakking while that's cooking. Any questions?
no, I don't
Cool.
think so.
So we're around all this week, apart from Tuesday afternoon. And we've got a class on Friday, so hopefully we'll have people here on Friday, which will be great fun. And we'll show you some more on Charlie. Anything else you want to add, Helena?
No, have we got another cook next weekend?
No, I don't know when the next cook is. I don't think it's next weekend. So
Alright, so Sam has just asked, can you do indirect on Charlie?
yeah, you just raise it up, or there are a couple of stay there, Andrea.
Okay.
I've got a couple of other. I haven't even used them yet. Extras I bought, but one is a plancha. So this is going to be really good for. I'm thinking fried breakfasts, but you can fry in here. But if you put that in, that would then convert it into indirect. But you don't need to because of the height and the fact it's burning so little charcoal. If anything, it's burning less charcoal than the big green egg. So it works really well. So they've got a plancha. That one is a perforated grid, great for vegetables and so on. They're all solid stainless steel, so they're really solid bits of kit. But yeah, looking forward to trying it all.
So there's a couple of people that are just joining in the last few minutes. So you just want to do another little recap?
Yeah, so what we cooked today, and all the recipes are up there. We've got a sweet and sticky chicken thighs. We've got some chipotle, sour cream, sweet potatoes. We've got some Asian kebabs with sesame and spring onions. So there you go. And we've got, and the jerk chicken. So let's have one more look. It's not quite done, but one more look in the Charlie. Sitting perfectly, you know, the temperature control is easy, but sitting perfectly. I'll slide it out a bit. Let me grab a glove. From behind you, Andrew. You better be able to see it. So you can see the charcoal just sitting in the bottom, hardly smouldering away. I've used this quite a lot, and we've got very little ash in there. But there is our jerk spatchcock chicken, and that is going to taste incredible. So there you go. I'm going to let that finish, and then we're going to have lunch.
Oh, someone's got.
They don't want us to go. They're now all asking questions.
Oh, go on.
So,
Ask away.
any tips for cleaning?
Let's go around.
Any tips for cleaning gunky grill brushes?
Don't use grill brushes.
What do you use?
Foil, scrunched up aluminium foil. Don't use a grill brush. The bristles fall off. The best thing to use to clean your grids, foil. If you go to go to Costco or find somebody who's a member of Costco, this foil is like aircraft wings, bulletproof. Scrunch it up, and that will take all the gunk off your grills. It will mould itself around the grill, take the gunk off. Don't use the brushes, they're dangerous, in my opinion.
Someone else has just asked, what's the drawer at the bottom of the Charlie?
The drawer at the bottom of the Charlie is where the ash goes. So, haven't emptied it yet, but that is all the ash from 3 cooks.
Are all these recipes up on the website yet?
No,
Okay.
they will be. That one nearly is. No, none of them are up yet. But we did
Don't
do...
use the word nearly.
Nearly, no, they're not. We did do a lovely Asian style potato, sauté potato this week, which sort of this one's going to morph into. But that is up. So if you want some inspiration, have a look at that. But yeah, we'll get them up fairly quickly.
You say that.
Yeah, probably like Tuesday.
No, I've committed now.
Oh,
I'll help you to get them up this weekend.
okay, we'll get them up this weekend. Sun's back out. Any questions? Any
Uh,
more?
No, I think that was it. I think.
Cool. If you want to come and have a look at the Charlie, just book. You know, give us a ring. Come and have a look. If you want to come and have a look at any of the units, just give us a ring. Book an appointment. But yeah, if you want to, we'll fire it up. We'll cook something. You know, just come and have a go. That's the way we work here. So we often get customers come in and you know, we fire up the eggs and we cook stuff with them and have a bit of fun. Anything else before I go? Did you work out when the next cook is?
No, I've got
Okay.
the phone.
All of them are on the website. If you go to Live Cooks, there's a schedule. I know it doesn't look great on a mobile. I need to sort that out.
I think it might be next weekend because then we're away.
Okay. Might be next weekend then.
So you've got a class on
We've got a class on Friday.
You'll have a live cook.
It's all online, so we'll do a live cook. But we've definitely got a class on Friday. So cool. Right, we're going to go away, finish cooking, and have some lovely lunch. So have a great weekend, people. Does anyone know the score?
I'm assuming nothing.
No.
Nothing's popped up on
Okay,
my watch.
perfect. We'll watch the rest of the football, but we will catch you all very soon. So thank you for watching. Cheers.